Hello, everyone. This is International Connect Podcast, and I'm your host, singer-songwriter from Sierra Leone, West Africa. Goes by the name Slim Q. And today is March 29, 2021, and the time is 5:17 p.m. New York time. And we're streaming live from Gypsy Rose Restaurant, New York City, 125th West 26th Street, at the Holiday Inn Hotel right here in Chelsea. I'm here with my wonderful co-host Quinak, singer-songwriter from Sierra Leone, West Africa, also a model, actress, and a brand ambassador from China. And I have Jill Flores, professional photographer and a videographer, and he's the Latin face of the podcast, also a visionary from Mexico. Today's episode is gonna be social awareness, culture, and entertainment. And this is episode 1. You can tune in every Monday. We're gonna be streaming live from Facebook, and you can listen to the podcast on Anchor, Spotify, Apple, Facebook, YouTube, and more. And I'm here with my co-host. They can introduce themselves.
Hey y'all, it's your favorite host Quinak, and welcome to International Connect Podcast. Here with me I've got my two handsome hosts, the one and only Slim Q and the amazing Jill Flores, who is the Latin face of the show.
Yes.
On today's show we're going to be talking about social awareness, and we are streaming live from Gypsy Rose Restaurant.
Hotel. Yes, and this is Taurus Gilles, so I'm so glad to be here next to these two famous people. So, all right, so let's start it.
Yeah, so today's topic is really about social awareness, and this show is International Connect, and this restaurant is International Restaurant. So all we're talking about here is diversity, how to embrace different people, culture, so we're gonna be reaching out to different people from different country and different talent.
Exactly. So then let's start with this topic. So Queen Night, because you're the girl in here, so let's start with you. How about that? Tell us about how do you feel over here in New York? How do you feel that you socialize with the people? How was your stance right here in New York City with the people?
Well, basically, for me, Jill Flores, I'll be honest with you guys. It's not easy, especially for us women. For you guys, it's easy. Guys are always easygoing. That's what people think, right? That's what society think. So for the ladies out there, it's not easy for us surviving out there, trying to meet new people, trying to adjust to society and different cultures. But I want to encourage all of them out there, because it's hard. If we don't let them know, they're not gonna know.
Exactly.
I want to encourage them out there to embrace one another. We have to embrace each other. That's the only way we are going to be happy in this globe, right? Everybody have their own cultures, everybody have their own traditions. Okay, let's forget about cultures and traditions, background. Each individual is unique. They have their own personality. So it's already difficult to deal with that. So now let's talk about their backgrounds. If we want to live with people in a society happily, we have to make sure we embrace their cultures, their traditions, wherever they come from, whatever they do. We have to support them. Whatever they are going through, we have to support them. We have to be there for them. Any way we can, financially, emotionally, even just by talking, by saying, oh, you are beautiful. It doesn't matter the skin color. Tell everyone they are beautiful. I feel like that will help us. What do you think?
Before you continue with this topic, there's something that you mentioned that you say specifically about beauty. So I'm going to refer to you again, since you said beauty. Obviously, you're beautiful. We can
Thank you.
say the opposite. But when we try to socialize, and then when you say women, it's more difficult to really socialize with the people. I mean, for the men, it's more easy for us to really socialize between us. So, how important is for you? Because when you socialize with somebody, the first thing that you see is the person.
That's true.
Before you know the background, where he come from,
That's true.
whatever you know about the person, the first thing that you see is the person as the body.
Absolutely.
So how good or bad or disrespectful is for you to people put you in a spot or criticize you because of your appearance?
Yeah.
How is for you?
For me personally, because I've lived in China,
Yeah.
so I've been through I've been to Europe as well. I've been to Portugal, Spain, different countries before finally moving to the US. I've been coming here before. So
we are happy for that, to have you over here.
yes, and if you watch most of my shows, my videos, you will see that I've been working with different people from different backgrounds. So I've been through a lot of that. A lot of people have judged me, but I'm still moving strong. I don't blame people for the way they treat me sometimes because they don't know. The understanding is not there. Somebody can laugh at my skin color because I'm dark. I don't blame them. I'm not. Other people will feel bad. At first, I used to feel bad about it. I used to cry, but then I said to myself, no, I know that I'm beautiful. If you think that you have issues with this, it's because you don't know. I have to find a way. It's either I ignore you, the way I handle this kind of situation.
Exactly.
It's either I ignore and just, let the person feel like they win or they won,
Right.
or I find a better way to explain to them in a much more, if I cannot explain in this way, I'll find a different strategy so they will understand in a way that we're not going to fight, we're not going to have an argument. Like, for example, if somebody say, oh, why is your hair so
Curly.
like
Or straight like mine.
yeah, why is your hair so curly? Like, some people will use like a harsh word to get you upset. Why is it so
Right.
curly like a goat? And excuse me for bad language, guys. And I'll be like, oh, that's because my mom and my dad have, rough
exactly.
hair, curly hair. And I also ask the question. The reason why I'm going to ask the question is not because I'm trying to hurt the person. It's because I'm trying to make the person learn something. I'll ask you it. I'll be like, oh, why is your hair so straight like a cat? You know what I mean?
Right,
It's not,
right.
It doesn't mean I'm trying to let the person get upset. The person might get upset, but what I'm trying for the person to learn, because I cannot tell you that what you're doing to me is bad or this or that. You understand?
Right.
They will not understand. So, but if I ask you a question, I'll be like, yeah, because my mom and dad have a curly hair. That's why I have a curly hair. And why is your hair so straight like a cat? And be like, oh, why do you say that to me? I said, no, don't feel bad. It's because you said, why is my hair curly like a goat? And I don't feel bad about it. So why should you feel bad? So if you feel bad, that means you know that what I did was wrong. So you have to understand that if you do that to someone, they're also going to feel bad about it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So that's a good way sometimes to educate people.
Exactly.
You don't need to fight. You don't need to get mad about it.
We don't have to judge people for their
Yeah.
appearance.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I believe in life, everybody have their own contribution in society. You know what I mean?
That's true.
You don't have to be black, white, Chinese, Arab, or whatever. There are good people in every race,
Absolutely.
So you have to relate to people by the way they relate to you, not by the skin color or by where they come from. I feel like,
Yeah.
that's not the way to accept other people.
Yeah.
For you to accept other people, you have to love what they do.
Yeah.
It might be something that's against what you believe or whatever.
Yeah.
But for us to live in harmony, just like in my country, Christians go to church, Muslims go to church, even though they're
Yeah.
not Christian, But just because we want to live in that harmony, there's
Exactly.
a lot of intermarriage, Christian married,
Yeah.
Muslim married, Christian. Yeah, Muslims celebrate Christian holiday. You
Yeah.
know?
Well, I want to say something. I don't want to disrespect our audience, and I don't want disrespect the panelists. But in the religion. So I guess religion is important for everyone.
Exactly.
No matter what religion you're professing,
Yes.
it's good. But in my own opinion, we cannot really rely, or we cannot really say that we need religion to control people. No,
Correct.
we need morals. We need education. Because what if I don't have any religion? That I don't believe in God. I don't believe in anything. So which one are going to be my tools to respect people around me? Like I would say, how I respect people because of the color, because of the religion, because of the politics, because it's about education. So I guess, in my own opinion, one of the first things is about educating people. Like I just say, we have to be educated.
That's true.
Like, we have to respect each other because we are humans, we are different, and that's the way we were created for somebody. So
That's true.
So I guess it's important. Before the religion, before politics, it's about education, educating people.
Educating people is very, very important.
Yes.
Because so many people don't know what is happening around the world. Can you imagine there are lots of people who just don't understand that why everybody is not on their skin color? Like they find it difficult. There are so many people who out there who are still wondering, is there a God? So there's a lot of things people don't know.
Right.
You know? And just like Slim Q was saying, like when we go to church, I'm a Muslim. My mom is a Muslim. My dad is a Muslim. You understand? But I'm in New York. I go to church. You know, I go to mosque, I go to church. And when I was in China, I practiced Buddhism. I used to do it all the time.
Nice.
The reason is it's not because I am trying to follow a Buddhism path, or I'm trying to follow a Christianity or Islam, or I'm trying to judge. No, I've been in a position where a lot of people say, no, but you have to choose one. That's the thing. They don't understand what I am practicing. I am practicing on how to embrace other people's cultures, other people's background, other people's beliefs. I've been sitting in a taxi sometimes, I was talking on the phone. I said, oh yeah, I just came from church, and somebody was like, but you're Muslim. I said, yes, I know I'm Muslim, but I go to church. And then as soon as I get off the phone, the driver was a Muslim. I didn't know because I was having a conversation. And he was like, oh, can I talk to you? Do you mind? I said, no problem, you can talk. And he said, I'm a Muslim, and when you leave, you know, he was trying to explain, like, I have to choose one side. And then that day, I made him felt, I use a much more simple words for him to understand. It's not like I'm going to argue with him. Sometimes people might not understand you. You don't have to like, what,
argue.
how do I put it? Yeah, you don't have to force them. It's not about the argument. It's mostly like, sometimes you can argue, but during the argument, education comes from it, because it's how you argue will make the person learn some certain things. Otherwise, people are not going to, but it's your strategy. What are you going to put in the conversation? You're not just going to, sometimes you keep quiet, you ignore, but sometimes you have to speak. But yes, speak so people can understand. And what I did, what I said to the taxi driver was that I said, oh, you're Muslim? He said yes. I said, yeah, I'm Islam. You know, Islam is Islam. I said, yeah. I said, I'm Islam too. I said, and to be honest, Islam is one of the greatest religion in the world. And he was happy when I was saying. He said, oh, you're just saying it because I'm Muslim. I said, no, because I know it. I said, but another thing that I also want you to know, Buddhism is one of the most peaceful religions. So you might not know if you don't try. I'm not a Buddha. The reason why I did Buddhism was because when I went to China, all my family were practicing Buddhism. And they believe in it so much. And I saw the way they practice. It was so peaceful.
Right.
And when I decided, because I love to explore, I love to try things. I gave it a try. Sometimes I'm stressed. Even though I just go sit down, fold my foot, fold my hands, and just do imagination, you know, I feel so peaceful. A lot of things going on in my head. You know, like if I'm stressed, I feel so calm. You know, I feel so good. But when they tell you, you will not believe because you think what they are doing is evil. But at the end of the day, it helps me. It's like exercise.
So,
you know
so,
what I
so
mean?
we can say that for you, we can say that for you to be in peace and be okay, you need the religion, let's say for you.
No. I'm not talking about embracing the religion. I'm trying to say we have to embrace other people's
Right.
whatever they do.
Yeah, but I'm talking about you in general. So for
Yeah,
you.
me in
so
general.
you feel more peace. You feel more like in your let's say like you feel more yourself connected to religion. So that's the way you like educate yourself and bring your ideas to embrace more people and educate people
I don't.
through the religion.
No, it's
Form of
not
spiritual
through religion.
connection.
Okay.
That's just like one side of it. Like I'm dealing with people in this religion.
Yeah.
I have to be in this religion.
All right.
If I'm dealing with people who are not in a religion, I have to be the same, think the
Okay.
same way they do.
Okay.
You understand? As long as they are good to me, if they are not Islam, they are not Christians, they are not Buddhists, or they are nothing. You understand?
Yeah.
I'm not going to force them to go to church.
That's pretty much what we're talking about.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
You know?
If they don't go to church, they do something else. As long as it's nothing evil, whatever they do, I do it too.
Right.
You understand? I have a couple of friends back then. All what they care about is how to do business and make money. You know what I mean? They don't go to church, they don't go to mosque, but they are very positive. They treat me right.
Right.
And my friends that goes to church and mosque, they didn't treat me right at that time. So I had to make a choice.
Right.
This moment, these are the people that give me peace. So, and they are the people that I'm going to work with. So whether they are Christian or Muslim, I don't care. I was just giving an example that when I went to China, I practiced Buddhism because that time, it made me feel peace. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Right.
It wasn't like the Islam or the Christianity that gave me the peace. But I was the number one person that used to condemn Buddhism. But when I went there, I saw, you understand, everybody was doing it, and the people doing it didn't do anything bad to me. So I have to give it a try. And when I give it a try, I enjoy doing it. So let's give it a try. Like your culture right now. If I want to go to your country and whatever you guys are doing is different from what I'm doing, for example, you guys are using chopsticks to eat and we are using, let's say for example, you're using chopsticks and I'm using fingers to eat. When I
Right.
go to your country, I have to give it a try. I have to learn.
Right.
I cannot say,
Right.
oh, these people are eating with sticks. Oh, no. You understand? That's not good because there are lots of people who will condemn. I have to embrace whatever you're doing. Just like they say, when you're in Rome, you do as a Romans. So
Right.
I feel like that's one of the best ways we can do to for this social awareness. If we don't, it's something it's a mindset. We have to say, okay, you know, today I'm going to go to France. You know, I cannot say because I'm going to France, I'm going to eat African food because it's what I've been eating. Or I cannot say because I'm going to China, I cannot eat Chinese food because they do this, they do that. You know what I mean? You have to give it a try and
Nice.
see.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. So how about you, Slim Q? How about you?
Well,
You still wearing the face mask.
yeah, it's okay. I mean, you know, this is COVID time. I'm here, you know. So yeah, this is why we actually create this platform. So you know, and so people can express themselves. Pretty
Yeah, but
much.
how about you, Slim Q? So, for example, we just heard about Queen Nag. She said that, talk about a little more the religion, that she was in different countries. So how she could really connect with the people, not only
by
because of appearance.
embracing them.
Exactly, how do you embrace them? So how about
Accept
you?
their- what
So
they
how
do.
about you?
I mean, it's
You
pretty
are
much-
from, where are you from?
Yeah, I'm from the same country.
Same country. So how about how about for you to come over here to New York? Do you really get along with people easily?
And what
Like,
strategies did
Nah,
you use?
Exactly.
It was-
hard
I mean,
to really socialize with people.
It was difficult, and it's still like difficult, as you know. But just as Quinak was saying, you can't say because you can go by stereotype. You understand? They might say, "Oh, those Chinese people over there, their food is not good," or whatever, blah blah blah, and you just jump into a conclusion. You know, you have to go try it for yourself, and you have to know why they use this kind of sauce they use.
Yes.
You understand? So for me, I've
Yes.
never really have problem with relating to other people because I grew up traveling even when I was in Africa. You know, I've went to different places in Africa.
Right.
So for me, when I come here, it was just like try to fit in type stuff. You know what I mean? Like just continue whatever I've been back home, like going to different people's neighborhood, going to different people event. Just like I met you, you know what I mean? Like, since I've met you over a couple years now, we're still in touch. You invite me to your Latin event, I come. I invite you to my African stuff, you come. I've been that kind of person.
Right.
So being in New York is really like a good spot for me, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I find it somehow hard, because in life, no matter where you go, you can probably meet some people that treat you good, and you can meet people that treat you bad. That's common in life.
Absolutely.
But it doesn't mean because if a Chinese man cuss me, that means all Chinese people are bad.
Yeah.
Right.
If a African American guy don't like African, that means all African Americans don't like Africans.
Exactly.
So
That's
I've
true.
always been in between. I fuck with who fucks with me. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't care your
absolutely.
race, your background. So
Right.
I'm not really finding it too hard to connect to people.
Well,
So how about you? Like, I want to know, because for you, you're different. I've never tried your culture.
I'm the Latin spicy guy right here.
Exactly. I want to know, like, for you guys, because, you guys have so many beautiful cultures. And I'll tell you, when I was young, one of my places that I wanted to visit is one of your countries.
Mexico
You
City.
know? Exactly. Mexico. So I want to know, like, living Mexico, coming here to America. Have you been, first of all, have you been to other countries before?
Not really. I didn't really travel that much.
Okay, but
Until I got here.
But being in New York is like you've been everywhere because everybody's here. So
That's true.
being in New York, tell me, like, have you been with different cultures? Have you experienced some of these different cultures?
Well, actually, let me tell you something. When I get here, I was impressed that, like you said, I see people from everywhere, every country over here, Asians, Africans, Latin I'm from Salvador, Honduran,
Yeah.
I'm in France, Spain. I mean, you see everybody here.
Absolutely.
So the good thing with this is that there's a lot of diversity. So
Yes.
we have a lot of cultures over here. You wanna go try a specific food, you go to a specific place.
You go to a specific. So basically,
So-
you just deal with it in the
Yeah, so,
more
I mean,
advanced,
yeah, exactly.
the more
So,
advanced
exactly,
level.
because
So
that-
not the localized level.
That's the other thing. That so in New York City they have specific areas for everything. So the
Yes.
Italian, Chinese. So but you go, you live in China because everything like Chinese over
But
there.
there's difference though, right?
No, of course.
The
definitely.
Chinese people you meet when you go to the villages in China and the Chinese people you meet in America, they are different. Because
Yeah,
those
no,
people
for sure.
here are already open, they've moved, they've exposed.
Yeah, so that was
So there's
that was my point.
much
So
difference.
you see people in here from every country,
Yeah.
but when they got here, they just get a different vision and they get changed a little bit in the way that they
That's
are in their
true.
own countries.
That's
so we
true.
don't we really are not the same. So for
That's
example,
true.
for us, the question that it was for us, Mexico City, most of the people from Mexico or people that I know, we are really comics. We are really funny people. What does that mean?
Yes.
What does that mean? That we make fun from everything.
Yeah.
So we criticize a lot of much. We criticize the people that much,
Okay.
but in a good way.
Okay.
So I don't want to point any of you. Let me point over here. There is nobody here. So let's say that I see a person that is overweight.
Yeah.
We say in Spanish, "Oh, look at that fat." So, but
Yeah.
we say like making a fun way,
Okay.
not really saying like, "Oh, look at that fat." So
Yeah.
So we always play with the people, but we know because we are like that. So the other thing about Mexican people or Latin community, especially Mexican people, is that we talk in the double sense.
Yeah.
With the double sense. So when I say something to you, maybe in my words I'm saying something else. Maybe
Yes.
something like intimacy,
Oh,
or maybe
really?
or maybe something like I'm making a joke, but like in a nicely way, and people they understand the double sense.
Okay.
So we are
It's better I get to
use
know. So when I get
indirect.
to your country,
indirect. Yeah. So we are more like relaxed about that.
Yeah.
Over here in the United States, they are more strict, like, oh, don't look at me,
Exactly.
oh, don't call him fat, oh, you call me ugly, or you call me like I'm skinny.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's the way that you look. How you
I
want to
know.
call you?
Yeah.
I mean, you're fat. I mean, you are overweight. You are overweight. You are skinny. You are skinny. I'm skinny. I mean, I'm ugly. I'm ugly. I cannot change that. So, but we are more relaxed in that part. So for me, when I came here, I had a couple of experiences in that way. Like,
Yeah.
oh, hey, my fat friend.
So did you
Oh,
tell
you come
anyone?
here- Yeah.
Did you tell anyone you did?
Yeah, I would say, oh, that's fat. You
What
call
was the
me fat.
response you got?
Yeah, you know, I mean, I had a couple of experiences. I said, you know, now that I had to talk like I'm more than like, oh yeah,
Now you've changed.
my little way friend or something like that. Like, oh my god. So, I mean, I guess it's good because
Yeah.
you are trying to show the people that you respect them.
Them.
But at the same time, I guess people take the comments so seriously. We had, I mean, this is only one life. We have to enjoy the life. We have to really just, I mean, have fun with the life. I mean, work for yourself, work hard for what you want, but don't really take things so seriously when it's coming to you in a little bad way. Like they're talking about you like you look ugly.
Yeah.
I mean, you're ugly. I mean, but not in a bad way. Like I mean, you don't look so cute for people.
Yeah.
Everybody has different types.
Absolutely.
Everybody has different types. So maybe I'm type of a certain kind of people. You are beautiful. You are
That's
beautiful for
true.
a certain type of people. Same have with this gentleman. So you wanna be cute for some certain people, but so for others you're like, I'm not really interested. Okay, so everybody had different opinions and likes. Everybody
Yeah.
had different customs. So we had to respect each other.
Yeah.
But but because of that, don't take things so seriously.
So seriously.
And start fighting, because that's my point.
Yeah.
My point is not to take things so seriously and just
Exactly,
fighting.
just like
and
what I was
fighting for
saying.
things
When I receive these
that I don't
comments
have to fight.
sometimes, yeah, I don't have to fight. If sometimes I just ignore because I think it's like, oh, it's nothing too serious. Let me just ignore it. But sometimes when I really feel it, and then I find a way to put it to the person.
Exactly.
Just like, for example, if you come and tell me, oh, why is your dress today? Your dress, the last day your dress looks good. Today your dress, I'll be like, oh, leave me alone. You know, I just ignore it because it's fun.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
or we just laugh about it. You know, or if I feel it, like if I feel what you said to me, I don't like it, and then I'll be like, okay, I don't like what you said to me. I'm not gonna be like, I don't like what you said to me. I'll just be like, your dress is even worse than the one you wore the last time. Why? You know? And I'm
Yeah.
gonna see your response. If you're not angry about it, so why should I get angry about it? It means it's
Right.
fun. But
Right.
if you get angry about it and then I will get angry, I'll be like, oh, so you knew what you said to me was wrong. So why
Exactly.
did you say it to me? You cannot accept it. So why do you say it to me? You know what I mean? So
Exactly.
I'm happy that you mentioned it. We should not take things too seriously sometimes because we are so, most of the time, especially us ladies, we love, like every little thing, we love to make it like, or
Big
like they are going
issue.
to kill us. You know what I mean? For me, I've been through that like so many times.
Like
When
to
I
blow
started
things out of
entertainment, people gossip about me. I used to cry.
Wow.
I used to, I don't come out, I delete my account, my social media account. I
No
said,
way,
oh, they've
really?
said bad things about me.
Wow.
Oh my God. I'm going to, you know, I
You have
delete.
to learn to give people deaf ears.
Exactly. You know what I mean? But as time goes, I started learning because I feel like I should be treated the way I treat people. You understand? That's what I feel like, okay, you know what? Let me give this person 100%. So I'm expecting 100% back because I'm Libra. Libra, we love when things are balanced.
Oh, yeah.
Equal. When I treat
Okay.
you right, you have to treat me right.
Okay,
You know
so
what I mean?
tell me about
We
the
are
Taurus. I'm
Libyans.
Taurus. So tell me something
that's-
about my
yeah,
sign.
So that's
Who
so
we are.
sometimes the signs too they affect because we're all different people. We all
Yes,
have different
definitely,
signs.
yeah.
Sometimes it's not about the culture, it's our signs too. Because for Libra, we want if I treat you 100%, if I give you 50, you should give me 50, and we have 100. It has to be equal.
That's expectation.
Exactly, we expect like our expectation. We expect from you.
Yeah.
If we treat you good,
I mean,
we
to be
expect you to
honest-
treat us good. So now, as time goes, I started learning that no, you cannot expect people to treat you
The way you treat
the
them.
way you treat them. You just do your
Right.
part and
Right.
ignore the ones you cannot control. The one you
Yeah.
can control, you put it under control.
Exactly. So, I mean,
Yeah, that's what I was saying, expectation. I
Yeah.
feel like we all, even me, To be
Yeah.
honest, the same way, you know what I mean?
Yeah.